I wouldn't normally start a video round the back of a car. Usually I kind of like the front or the sides or three-quarter, get a feel for it. But I need to come right round the back of this 912 with a flashlight. And the reason for that, this is pretty special. If I whip up the engine cover and we look inside here and I use the flashlight, this has got a completely different engine to what you'd expect out of this car. The kind of the original, the Type 616 engine that came into the 912 from the 356 and was pretty slow, to be honest. That has gone, and in its place has basically, to say in layman's terms and pretty short, this is a 4-cylinder version of the Porsche Flat-4. This is 4 cylinders fitted in here, 2.4 litre and about 180 horsepower. Absolutely amazing. So I want to tell you about this today. This is built by an American company, and basically they took the Flat-4 engine, they cut it open, they took out the middle 2 cylinders, welded it together again to get a Flat-4, and it kind of worked, or they knew it would work. So then they set about casting a complete block, and basically off this American company, you buy a block that's been cast, you buy a crankshaft that they have machined, and you buy camshafts, and then you use all sorts of Porsche bits and you build this, and it's something a bit special. So I want to show you that today. And just while I am here, I'm at 60 Paul's Coffee Shop, and I should just show you here the big sign in case you don't know exactly where I am, and I shine the light on. It's 60. This is an epic coffee shop up in the outskirts of Bangkok, full of cars. I don't want to get diverted today. I want to stick on this. And also I'll just say with this 912, it's kind of really nice. It's got a beautiful done interior. It's got a roof rack. It's got spotlights on it. This is the full works, but our attention is on this, what's been done here, and kind of what's been done to fit this in the car. So let's crack into this. So before we get into the engine, I just want to talk about the 912 very quickly, what it was. Basically, Porsche built this between 66 and 69. They built 30,000 of them. Now the 912 came into being because basically a few years earlier they launched the 911. They needed a lower cost car. The 356 was coming to the end of its life. They couldn't just rely on the 911 because that would also narrow their market massively. They need a replacement for the 356. But 911 being such a hit with customers, they decided to get the shape, strip it out, and make a lower cost version that would slot right below the 911. And that's where the 912 came from. Now, apart from keeping the costs down, they had to have an engine for it. The 356 engine's not got a lot of power on it. It's been around a long while, so they thought of different options, but every option was going to put the price up. So in the end, they decided to stick with the 356 engine, the 1.6 litre, which is putting out less than 100 horsepower. But they did a few tweaks. They lowered the compression, they fitted new Solex carbs on it, and they had the 912. But that means we have got a car decades later that is absolutely beautiful. It's light and nimble, but it wouldn't pull the skin off rice pudding. So that's where the owner, Paul, decided he needed more power out of this car.
So hi, I'm Paul, and this is my 912, 1967. Had the car since probably 2019. It came with our original engine back then, but as we actually do a lot of road trips up in the north of Thailand, you know, the little 1.6 Volkswagen inspired engine is not really going to cut it. So I decided that I want to go with something a bit more modern, something that we can drive with friends up in the mountains, and reliable. So did a bit of research, stumbled across a guy called Dean. So it's called Polo engine, 4-cylinder engine instead of 6, because as you can imagine, most of the classic Porsche, the engines are 6 cylinders, 2 liters and above. So this is 4 cylinders, carbureted, 2.4 liters, producing around 180. I think the power band is quite suitable for our use. It came pretty early. It's a good, reliable engine that we can use it both in Bangkok on the expressway or up in the mountains in the north. So I'm pretty happy with it, yeah.
So let's get to the crux of the matter and look at this engine. So the story goes back to the early 90s, and a guy called Dean in America, he was looking for more power out of a 356 and looking more power for his customers as well, because as we've said, the 356, the 912 engine wouldn't pull skin off a rice pudding. So essentially this was developed for the 356. So Dean started developing his own kit, which he called the Polo 930-4. The Polo coming from the first four letters of his surname. And this is a 2.4 twin plug head engine. Now you can get up to 3 litres, but the 2.4 seems in the middle and seems a bang on option for Paul in terms of price, in terms of reliability. Now the parts that Dean makes is the crankcase. The crankshaft is machined from chrome moly billet, which is known as kryptonite. Then the camshafts are also machined from billet, and he also supplies an oil pump drive which couples the oil pump to the intermediate shaft. Then everything else you can basically scavenge off 911 engines. The engine is just under 8 centimeters longer, so not a lot in it, and it means that it's still set well forward, so you kind of got mid/rear engine, which is one of the strengths of the 912, and it's just 9 kilos heavier. And when I say 9 kilos heavier, we're talking about double the horsepower. This has got around about 180 horsepower. So it's quite a rocket in a light car that weighs in at under 1,000 kilos.
Okay, so aside from the engine upgrade, we also did a little bit of modifications to the car. As you can imagine, with the extra horsepower from the engine, the car go a bit faster than before. So we upgraded the brakes for safety reasons. We have a 4-pot AP racing brakes in the front, and we actually kept the rear brakes, the rear calipers the same as before. After going faster with the better brakes, the next thing that we actually did as well is the cooling system. So we had the 2 oil coolers, one at the front, one at the back, to keep the car running at a good temperature. Other than that, I think the last but not least, we also upgraded the interior a little bit, just to make it a bit more comfortable and give us a bit more support when we're going through the corners and stuff. Period correct sport seats to go with the rest of the car.
This engine mates straight onto the original gearbox, but there is a new flywheel and there's a new Sachs Sports clutch in it. And also one other thing to mention, it's got a custom exhaust system built in Thailand. So the last thing we've got to do is we've got to get this 912 out, take it for a drive and see what it actually feels like. The proof is in the pudding. Is it going to have a bit of power to it? But first of all, we need to maneuver a few cars around, because at 6.0 it's a case of juggling cars in and out a little bit. So the last thing is to have a ride in this and see what it feels like. And the first thing when Cunard here fires it up, it does not sound like the original at all. It's got a real nice throaty burble. So let's take it for a quick spin, see what it's like. So that is so far from a stock 912 that you wouldn't imagine at all. It sounds amazing, and although we're in the traffic round Impact and it's pretty hectic with an exhibition this week, of this conversion, and it isn't cheap, but when you've got a power and a sound like that, it all comes into context. That is pretty nice. At the bottom of the tree was a 912, the top of the tree was a 911S. This is going to knock the socks off a period 911S with 4 cylinders. And on the sound front, it is streets ahead. So while I'm here, I just want to mention where I am. This is 60. This is a coffee shop in Nontabry, just on the other side of Impact. And you can see the house there where all the motor shows, the auto salon, the big shows happen over there. Anyway, this always has cars in it, has a rotating display. You can see this absolutely beautiful replica here with the bank of lights on it, bonnet pins, everything going on. Then over here, we've got an Alpha 155, we've got a 997 GT3, a 105 and a Spider. And then I'm just going to spin it around because here we have a Suzuki Formula car with Father Christmas in, and that really dates. I'm making this video a few days before Christmas. Anyway, this car has quite a story to it because this was brought in by Suzuki to display at the motor show about 20 years ago. It's never been raced at all. Now it's a static display in here. So that's it for my look at the 912 with the Polo engine. Now this isn't exactly new. Paul did this a few years ago and I've been meaning to come and look at this car, but he said it's going in the paint shop. And when Paul drops something in the paint shop, it can disappear for 2 or 3 years. So I thought I need to crack in and do this. Anyway, I'm looking at this and yeah, the engine looks cool. It looks really nice. It looks something a bit special and very different to the original. But as soon as you get it out on the road, man, you see why people are going for this conversion and why they're paying pretty big money, to be honest, for this conversion as well. It ain't cheap, but it just completely transforms the 912 into something different. This is now a really cool touring car, really cool fun car. So that's it for this video. If you watched this video this far, thanks for watching, and if you like my video, please hit the like button. A big thanks to 60 for putting up with me for a few hours. Absolutely amazing place, always a lot of cars on display here. Big thanks to Alice there for holding the torch while we shine it on the engine and check it out. And that's it for this video. And the final thing to say is Bangkok is an absolute hub of Porsches. I've just done a video on Kyrgyzstan, the new Porsche cafe, coffee shop, hangout zone in the city centre. I'll drop a link in the description if you want more content, and in fact I will throw that right on the end as the next video up. Click on that if you want to see Kyrgyzstan because it's completely amazing. So anyway, that just brings me to the final bit. More content, please subscribe. But for this video, I'm done. See you next time.